Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Clueless 8 again, and now we're going to cover the portion of our video cast and cover a couple of individual equities that I highlight. My real-time private Twitter feed members know very well that I put some very powerful, distinctive trading alerts and charts on a real-time basis directly during the day. So this could be a bit of a repetition, but for my basic members who would like to, who are basically watching this report too, this would be very helpful. So here we have we have Solar City here. This is a confirmed breakout on volume, even though I'd like to see more. Confirmed a breakout of a bullish falling wedge, large bullish falling wedge. If we fail and we go below $49 again, all bets are off. This thing's going to come all the way down to $42. Can it happen? It can sure happen. Never say never. At this point, however, internals are suggesting that we do have a confirmed turn on the, let me just put a little confirmed turn on the internals, and bear with me one second. I'm just putting together the Bollingers. Okay, confirmed turn on the internals, and it resembles a bit what happened here when this also crossed, went over this somewhat of a bullish falling wedge. Well, this is more of a ascending triangle, and if that happens, we are basically, if this continuation pattern continues, we should be able to see around $62. And first, I'd like it to see go over this over the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement at 58, 3 points from here, and once it's over that, we should see 62. And I think the best case scenario is that we get towards 66. Okay, so 66 is 11 points from here. That's a lot of money when you have those weekly calls. Let me just tell you that. I'm already up very nicely on the ones which I actually bought right in the morning, and scalped a few and kept the bunch. So 66 is doable, I believe, and it must maintain this momentum up. So we're going to watch this very carefully. So far looks very good. Solar City. And this was a sector-wide move. We had a strong move on FSLR. We had a strong move on CSIQ. We had a strong move on the other one, SUNE, which I'm going to show you quickly. Okay, here's a chart of SUNE, Sun Edison daily, and this is what we are seeing. This one really has to go back on the weekly, which I did post for my real-time viewers to really understand what's going on here. This is a weekly chart of Sun Edison. I don't really know that much about the company other than the fact that I've tracked this here and there. First time I'm actually trading this, and what I'm seeing here is this move here. Okay, I believe the stock's doing a beautiful large cup. Okay, I like these. This cup basically went on from if you want to look at it from all the way back from 2009. That's pretty incredible. From 2009, and then 2011. So it's a deep cup here, and it might very well build a small handle at this level, come down to about hoping not too much, but come down to, let's say, $16, $17, $17, $18. And then if it breaks out, we got a depth of this cup, a multi-year depth of this 5-year cup at 22, and I don't want to get too optimistic. In fact, let me just measure this like this. Let's say the cup breakout happened here. This is the handle that's been created. Okay, so you're looking at $16 roughly, and wow, and $2. So that's $14. So add 14 to the 16, you're looking at $30, which comes to around here. Okay, so that's roughly 50% from here. Can it happen? It can sure happen. This is a very, very positive formation. A large base moving up nicely and steadily. Now this little congestion, which would be the handle of this large multi-year cup, and then we need to have a significant breakout over this. So we got 10, I think we got 10 points in this stock, and we could do it. Solar sectors, solar generally tends to do very well in the summer for obvious reasons, more installations, all kinds of stuff. So you know, let's keep an eye on this and act on it. The next one I'm going to show you is LinkedIn. Very simple channel chart, which have worked for me very well before, and working for me now. So a channel tells me it's the middle channel here, 165. Internals are telling me that it's going to break over that. Social seems to be very much in demand these days, and if it does do that, then we're looking at the top end of the channel at 191. So you've got about 30 points in here on a swing trade that we need to monitor very carefully. Okay, and so far it looks like this steady accumulation of the histograms marching up. As you can see, it's almost mechanical. The way it's rising is a very positive sign. These internals moving up, let me just is also a very positive sign. And I'm making this on balance volume that I give a lot of weighting to. Make this a little bit bigger. On balance volume is starting to creep up. As you can see, we had a lot of people leave this, a lot of institutions leave the stock down here, which culminated into this drop, where the on balance volume went to about minus 3.4. Now we are 2.2, and we could get all the way up here to 8.5. And if that happens, this thing is going to be at 192. So let's keep an eye on this. These moving averages are also crossing over. Let me change the color of this one. And where is the 50 on this, and where is the 34? My apologies that these weren't set on this thing here, because I haven't looked at LinkedIn lately. Okay, that's the thing. Add indicator. You can see how these little crayon drawings coming out, right? So here we are. Perfect. So these are pretty deadly. They're all sloping down, and we are just about to kiss the 166, 167 level right there on the 34. Once we cross over the 34, as you very well know, the next magnet is the 50-day. That's at 191. Funny how these numbers were exactly what we're talking about, where the stock might go. So over 191, obviously it's free game. We're back into the 200s and the low 200s. So first things first, I think we get to about 180, which is the last peak here on the 22nd of April, before it fell apart. And here we have some positive crossovers of these MACD lines, showing us some internal strength. And once we and again, I believe that we do cross over the 34 moving average. Or else, downside is that if we slip below 154, we're going to come down and test these lows. So let's keep a very strong eye on it. The OBV needs to go up over 5. This line has to cross over, and that's to tell me that there's participation by institutions as they're getting into LinkedIn again. I believe their China initiative, any news out of that, is going to be a big catalyst. And overseas growth is where LinkedIn is really focusing now, instead of just the US. Okay, that's for this set of the videocast. I'll cover a few stocks in the next one. Hope this helps.